This is something that a lot of you probably don't realize, but I am a huge fan of anything that involves speculation. I'm a fan of theories. I'm a fan of people thinking outside of the box. And one of the people that thinks outside of the box more than anyone else is Elon Musk, which is why I like Elon Musk so much. I am a huge fan of Elon Musk. I am a fan of what he's doing with his private companies. I think that private companies is the way when it comes to development, when it comes to continual innovation, and Elon Musk is absolutely spearheading the way for that, for a bigger and better future for the world. So Elon Musk is creating a city in Texas. It will be called Starbase, and it will be ruled by the Doge. Obviously, this isn't the normal type of video that I do on my channel, but I'm going to start doing these types of videos because this type of stuff really interests me. Stuff that has to do with the future and the past. There are a lot of historical things that I'm very fascinated by as well, and I might start making these types of videos more on this channel. So I hope that you guys enjoy. We're going to be looking into a lot of really crazy and weird and wild stuff out there. So, and I also talk about this more in depth over on my podcast as well, which you guys might not know about, called Epic Man Podcast. We have a YouTube channel for it, Epic Man Podcast, and we also are on all of the major podcast networks as well, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, whatever else. So go check out that podcast if you want to as well, Epic Man Podcast, and subscribe, whatever. We would really appreciate that because we talk about this type of stuff a lot over there, me and my co-hosts. So the SpaceX CEO's new project would take over the city of Boca Chica, where Elon Musk is building his Starship rocket. So, and this is all very, very interesting stuff. I'm very fascinated by this. And he isn't the first person to kind of bring up this type of idea, right? Akon is another person who has talked about building his own city. Akon City, I believe, is what he plans on calling it. And I always found that to be very fascinating. He's going to be building it in Africa, I believe. And of course, Elon Musk is going to be building his new city in Texas, which I am very interested in moving to anyway. I've always been fascinated by Texas. I love the fact that they actually seem to have more of a sense of freedom there than most other states in the country, and I appreciate that. And that is absolutely a state that I have considered moving to. And now that Elon Musk is going to be building a city, that just makes me so fascinated by that, and I want to see what is going to be happening with that. So if anyone has the ability to surprise the world with his ambitious projects, it is Elon Musk. The billionaire announced that he is building a new city in Texas to be called Starbase, around the rocket launch site of his company SpaceX. Used to causing a stir by typing just a few words, Musk posted on Twitter that he is creating the city of Starbase, Texas, which just sounds so badass. So this is what he tweeted out. He said, creating the city of Starbase, Texas, from thence to Mars and hence the stars. Later, he alluded to his project to colonize the red planet, hinting that Starbase would be just the beginning to go further. This is just so awesome. Like, this is the type of stuff that people just talked about, like, on sci-fi movies and stuff, a decade or two ago. It is becoming real, and it's just crazy. I love it. I love it so much. The tycoon, who is currently the second richest person in the world, said that his city will occupy an area much larger than Boca Chica, a place that houses a launch site for SpaceX and where the company is building its Starship rocket. Elon Musk shared some characteristics that his new city would have, such as that it would be friendly to dogs, which, that's always a good, nice thing to have for your city, I guess. He also hinted that it would be directed by the Doge, which can be interpreted in two ways, but of course the most likely interpretation of this is that Dogecoin might be a more actual tangible thing in his city. He could also be talking about Dogecoin, the cryptocurrency inspired by the James meme that Musk has long endorsed, which would be more interesting. So Eddie Trevino, judge for Cameron County, Texas, confirmed that SpaceX informed the authorities of Elon Musk's intention to incorporate Boca Chica into the city of Starbase. The official noted that the mogul and his company must comply with all state statutes of incorporation, and clarification that the county will process any petition in accordance with the law. And of course, if there's any state out there that's going to be cool with this type of idea being presented by Elon Musk, it's going to be Texas. Texas, I'm sure, is loving the fact that Elon Musk has been moving all of his stuff over to Texas, getting out of California, which of course makes sense, because while California is continuing to just become an absolute dumpster fire and is falling apart, it is quickly plunging into an almost like third world country, which is insane. Texas is rising. Texas is thriving, and Texas is going to continue to thrive. I bumped my mic. Sorry about the noise. The 49-year-old billionaire is determined to make Texas his main base of operations. In addition to its launch center in Boca Chica, SpaceX has a rock test facility in the town of McGregor, and they plan to build a manufacturing plant in Austin. In July 2020, it was announced that Tesla's next gigafactory would be built outside of Austin. So this is all very, very interesting stuff. This is really awesome. I'm loving this type of stuff. This stuff just fascinates me so much. And I gotta say, this just gives me even more incentive to even consider moving to Texas. Texas is, I love Texas. I think that the people of Texas are absolutely wonderful, awesome people. And look, I love Michigan. I really, really do. I've lived here my entire life, and I love Michigan so much. It is home to me. But Michigan is continuing to just fall apart more and more, and it's really sad to see. And I have to say, probably the final straw for me will be if Gretchen Whitmer gets reelected. If Gretchen Whitmer gets reelected, then that will be absolutely it. I'm like, okay, there's all hope is lost here in Michigan for the time being, and it's time to move on to bigger and better things. So we'll see what happens. I don't know. I'm just kind of spitballing here, obviously, and stuff, and whatever else. But I'm very interested to see what is going to be happening with Starbase. Let me know what you think about this. What do you think about Elon Musk building a city literally called Starbase, which is so badass in so many ways? But I hope you guys enjoyed. Subscribe if you're new here to my channel. I'd appreciate that a lot. YouTube demonetized my entire channel. So if you guys are able to help me out financially at all by subscribing to my Patreon, sending me a tip through PayPal, it really does help. It literally keeps the lights on and helps me to make these videos for you guys and everything else. It really does help a lot. So I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will talk to you later. Bye.